Good evening, everyone. So, here in Jamshedpur today, church celebration is going on. So, I would like to take this opportunity to wish everyone, whoever is celebrating Chhat Puja in your localities. So, today, basically, we are going to discuss about one more topic, which we call as ALARP, as well as reasonably practical, the full form of ALARP. And many of you have already maybe you have heard this terminology, right? This term. So basically it is coming from the HIRA document or the risk assessment document, wherein basically once you do the risk assessment, then the risk, generally what we do in risk assessment and finally risk mitigation approach is that once the risk ratings are being retrieved or we get the risk rating, we put control measures and we try to reduce the risk as well as reasonably practical, right? With our limited resources, whatever budget we have, we try to bring it to a controllable controllable limit which is practical. So maybe for organization which uh, reduce the risk to a certain level, but they do understand that it is there are scope of further reduction of risk rating, then there are more chances that that particular risk is we can reduce to the actual ALARP level. So ultimately that is not the ALARP level, but in that case that particular level achieved after putting control that is available at that point of time, we can call it as residual risk. So once you do some controls and reduce the risk, then whatever risk remains after application of controls, we call it as residual risk. So now there is a difference between residual risk and ALARP. ALARP is something which is actually will be the ultimate low level which is practically possible at that point of time for that organization. Okay, so maybe ALARP for your organization may be different from the ALARP of another organization, because when we always discuss about risk assessment is always is a subjective assessment. So that is why many times people call risk assessment or the HIRA document, HIRA risk assessment, as qualitative assessment, and many organizations believe it is quantitative organization, as we are actually having particular numerical value. So I'm not going to discuss today more about whether it is a qualitative or quantitative assessment. Okay, but let's dig down more about this alarm. Okay, so I recently come across one particular comment in LinkedIn, where one of the safety professionals was saying that this term like alert should not be used because it is creating confusion, because which is practically controllable, nobody able to predict, and it is more of a subjective word. Okay. Yes, I do agree what he or she is saying, but in the meantime we should understand that when we talk about risk assessment, the whole assessment is based on assumption. It is a predictive assessment, and there is no guarantee whatever assessment you are doing is a foolproof. The risk assessment or the HIRA assessment that you are doing with your own rating criteria may be different from another organization which are doing HIRA in their own rating criteria and methodology. So that is why, and it may not be same. Similarly, if we talk about even the control measures also, the control measures which is maybe affordable for a big organization or the revenue making organization is different from a very small scale or medium scale organization. So that is why this terminology ALARP is in existence, which says that based on whatever possible practical measures you have, how much risk you can reduce, that should be achieved, right? So this is my assumption. I would love to hear more from you, what you feel about what I am talking about, what I am saying over here. So probably you can comment under this clip or the video or the speech, whatever you want to say, so that we can discuss further about this particular this topic. Thank you.